Welcome back to another episode of Genius Gems. I'm so excited to have my good friend from Canada.
Heck
Nick,
yeah.
thanks so much for being here with me today. And I'm excited to hear about some fun ways that you're using AI. So, first, tell the audience just a little bit about you and then dive into your gem.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so I'm Nick Stainsby, wipe clean window cleaning, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm a fourth generation window cleaner. My great grandpa started cleaning windows in 1926. So in a few months, that's 100 years ago.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I love window cleaning. I love home service, and I'm a huge nerd for automation. So this really speaks to me. For a little context, I'm running like 20,000 on average Zapier zaps per month. So we're doing lots of different things with automation. Got a lot of people involved with that. But I mean, some things are probably counterintuitive, I would say. But lately, what I've been working on is voice recordings and just like transcribing phone calls. So after we're done the phone call, if it's over a certain amount of time, I'll transcribe the phone call and then I'll take that transcription and put it into ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to coach back based on certain things because I made a GPT model for that. And then that kicks me back with actionable feedback for my team member. And then I can take that, read it while I'm listening to the phone call. So now I have the notes and the phone call, and then make my critiques and put it back to the team. And then I take that and I'm using it to create our training program for our team. So it's really great because once we have the transcript in there, we can actually search the keywords. So if we're looking up like Christmas light phone calls, we can start to see those types of phone calls. I kind of got the idea from like Lace AI. I was at a convention with Tommy Mello and he was talking about this thing, and I looked into it and I was like, hey, I think I could do something comparable like this just with like APIs and ClickUp. So I'm kind of just utilizing all of that and some people on my team to get more content and more real life scenarios for my team when I'm hiring somebody new and I'm training them. I want to show them exactly what the examples of like successful phone call is, and then also too like some of them aren't too successful. So what does an unsuccessful phone call sound like? And just creating a library of all that too. Like I think that's something that is a great resource, but it's not really accessible at most places. And I kind of think about it like the we've made like the white side and the dark side album. So it's like these are all the good phone calls. And then this is the B side. These are all like the bad phone calls. This is what you don't want to do. So that's been really good for us training new people and really like showing the pathway of what we want from our team members that are like on the phones with clients, because that's the first interaction. And um, yeah, it really makes a big difference if you sound good on the phone.
Oh,
So
yes, it does.
yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing recently. Uh, yeah, so transcribing all the phone calls and saving them. The other good thing about that is we a lot of the VoIP services, they'll only save the recording for maybe a few months or 60 days or something like that. But if you actually transcribe them and download them, then you have them forever. So you start to build this huge library. And if you're planning to be in business for a while, it's a great investment because now you can really look back and start to see like, hey, maybe why didn't we do so good with the Christmas light phone calls? Well, when you slow down, you can look back at all those late calls and actually look at the transcriptions. What did people say? Why did we not close them? Were the leads bad? And yeah, so getting kind of granular on that side and having that data is huge. So that's that's really what I've been working on lately, and it wasn't easy. I swear I've had like the last little automation I was working on. I think I had like 60 messages with the rep, the support rep, trying to just like figure out how to get this stuff connected.
I love how much you geek out, and that's why I wanted to invite you on this because I just knew I was like, you just like love the automations and the process and how it all works. So I am sure like your setup of how you have calls like automatically and they're an automated and it all flowing between all the things
But
is
I will
like,
say one thing is you still do need that human in the loop. So there's still like a little bit of human interaction that needs to go in there. So I'm working right now on training somebody how to coach the phone calls just like I would, because even though ChatGPT does bring it back to you, it's not always going to be perfect, but you want to make sure that you're giving your team the right advice. So there is like that person that just needs to verify that ChatGPT isn't talking out of its butt. Um,
yeah.
right. So yeah,
Exactly. I mean, AI is always used best with like, it's my idea. Like you're doing the automate, like you're putting the framework together. Have the AI superpower take it over the bridge, and then a human component wrap it up.
absolutely.
I always think that that's like the perfect AI sandwich. Um, well, like I said, I'm curious and want to dive in more, and I'll be picking your brain later about how do those automations work and do it. I'm using it on a less sophisticated way, I would say, for phone calls. We do some of this in our company and coaching, and same thing, transcribing, teaching, coaching phone calls for a lot of, because we fulfill a lot of CSR roles. So most of our company, I would say, are people answering the phone in home service businesses. So how do we set them up for success in the beginning? What do successful Christmas light phone calls look like? Who are the most successful people? Who are the most successful companies? How can we train on that? And then the other thing I love and has been most successful in our company. So I've trained my daughter Hildy to do discovery calls
All
um,
right.
this way, and then this is how like new people can start answering the phone faster, is based on all those transcriptions and what looks good. So like we've trained a bot with all the discovery calls they've ever done,
Yeah.
and now it can be listening live, and so when she can't answer a question, it'll answer the question for her, um,
Oh,
which has made a huge difference in somebody's confidence. um, they don't say, they're just not scared when they get on the phone that I won't be able to answer the questions. Like, great, what's this person going to bring me? Instead, they're like, I have a computer behind me. Like, I'm gonna get the right answer. Um, and so I can just, sound like I'm a rock star on the phone.
yeah, that makes a huge difference. I haven't when I first started using the bots, I was like so obsessed with it, and then I kind of started hating them, and I haven't really circled back around to
So that
them. Yeah.
is that that's been one of my favorite things in the calls because there's so many like intricacies of questions, right? Like it can be somebody in an
Oh, for
industry and
sure.
is, have you ever had anyone that used Job Nimbus? And Hildy would be like, what the heck is Job Nimbus? Instead, like, yes, we have all,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
all kinds of
So
people that do.
how fast can you access the information? That's the biggest thing uh,
Yes.
with all
Yeah.
these new people. So having that like a cheat code, so it's actually in the phone call,
So we have it like
or you have
listening.
to.
So you tell, um, ours is not. Nick, you would build one that is so automated that it like automatically did that. Ours is like super manual. So
Oh,
ChatGPT has to be up at the same time on the computer as the person,
right.
as she has somebody on
Oh,
speakerphone. And it's just
I thought
listening.
I thought it was at the same time. I was like, wow, that's
So it
insane.
is
No.
listening. It is the same time, but she has
Okay.
it up on the computer and it's like listening to the call and
Oh,
then type the answer.
really cool.
So it listens to the person's question and then it'll like give the answer that it would give.
Oh, okay. I see what yeah, really
So that
smart.
it is in real time and so that she can be like, okay, the answer is.
That is awesome. Wow, I need to look at that. That's really smart. I like that.
And then some people just use it as you repeat the question. So if somebody says something, you repeat it and it's only recognizing your voice. So it's not as confusing. Be like, okay, just so I made sure and heard you. You're asking if we've had anyone use Job Nimbus before or if we can use only warm whites and wrap those trees. And
Right.
then it'll give you the answer. So yeah.
Amazing.
Well, we both learned something from each other on these call things.
Yeah. No, that's really good stuff.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing. This is I love, like I said in the beginning, these quick little tips that someone can be like, why am I not using it this way in my business? And as you said, that phone interaction and developing a relationship with your clients is one of the most important things. In service businesses, people think like it's the service, it's how I wash the windows or how I put up the lights. And really, most of their experience is who they talk to on the phone.
Yeah, and like half the people don't even answer their phone, so that's the crazy thing. So making sure you answer it and then answering it correctly, not sounding like you're hate your life or something like that. Like it it yeah, so exciting
Awesome.
stuff.
Well,
Thanks.
thank you for geeking out with us today and sharing your genius, Nick.
Hey, anytime. I love it. Thank you.
Awesome. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.